Hello again everybody, welcome to LilyLuLou. If you're new here, my name's Karen, I'm the Junk Journal Geek, and I'm here today to do a flip through of the gold and black journal that I've been working on. This is a design team project for Sunny Creates using her Golden Opulence kit, and I'll link all the information about that kit in the description box below so that you can go and take a look at it for yourself if you would like to. So this is hardback journal. It's ended up measuring about 6¼ inches by 9, and the spine has ended up about 2¼ inches wide. I've made this lovely tassel to go on to decorate the spine with this little gold and black clock. Just all of these trims have been used throughout the journal, so I think that just finishes it off. And it's covered in this upholstery fabric, which is in this sort of gold colour with blacks and greys and creams, which again is used all throughout the journal. Not the fabric, but the colours are represented all throughout the journal. So on the cover I've just layered up some black card with a piece of ephemera from the kit and a journal card from the kit, and then I stamped this quote onto black card and used gold embossing powder on it, and I've layered that up with a sweetie wrapper, a little bit of gold foil. So that's the cover. I'm not sure if this will focus so that you can see that properly, but that is the cover. So then on the inside, this is a journal card from the kit that I've used as a pocket, and I've just added some trim down here. This is an envelope from the kit. I won't show you everything that I've put in the journal throughout, because it'll be a nice surprise then for whoever gets it. But there's all these bits and pieces. This in the back is a piece of packaging for some makeup that I bought while I was making this journal. It arrived while I was making the journal and it was the perfect colours, all black and gold. So I thought I'd just pop that in there. So whoever gets the journal can use it for further decoration if they wish. I absolutely adore this kit. I've really, really enjoyed working on this journal. There are pages from other digis. There's pages that I've coloured myself. This I believe is from Weathered Textures, and this is actually some scrapbooking paper. I believe it was called My Mind's Eye, but I've literally had it for about 20 years. It's really old paper. So over here we've just got some music page, again with a pocket from the kit and a couple of pieces of ephemera tucked in there. And then I popped on this number. I believe these numbers and words in this journal are from Witchcraft Do You Do? I think it's their bits and pieces kit, number 4, I think. And then I've just tucked in there a little tea card. I've just popped some of those in the journal throughout. Anything that, you know, sort of looked black or gold to me, I picked out to pop in here. We've got tabs on the page edges, and all of the pages have been inked, and then I've popped some gold gilding polish along the edges. That's this, if you're wondering. And obviously we've got tea dyed papers in here as well. This is a page from the kit. This is a page from the kit I've printed on. It was paper from an old photo album. You know how each page is sort of has this vellum-y type see-through pages in between to protect the photos. That's one of those pages that I cut out and printed kit page onto just to see if it would work really. This is from the kit that I fussy cut the umbrella out, laid it up on some music paper. Just added a little gold butterfly there that is stamped and embossed, and again I've popped a journal card in there. These were window envelope pockets that I made from window envelopes to act as pages. There is a previous video showing that. And again, I've just added some gold trim here. This is tea-dyed paper. And old squared paper from my university days. This is kit page. This is a piece of ephemera from the kit that I've stuck on as a side tuck. And then this postcard is from the kit, so just tucked that in there. There's lots and lots of pages blank in here for whoever gets the journal to use, you know, either for journaling or sticking things in or just playing about, basically. I couldn't decide what to do with these strings in the middle of each signature, so I've just left them tied in a bow. I've actually tied them in a double bow so they don't come undone. So again, whoever gets the journal can undo that if they want, cut them off, add dangles, whatever they want. And throughout the journal, here and there, I've got these little flat-backed gems, gold flat-backed gems that I've stuck in, just to add a bit of bling. And you will have seen one of the previous videos, I have gone over some of the journal pages with gold pen, but it doesn't, the camera doesn't pick it up, unfortunately. But in real life, as you're moving the journal, it's got a little bit of a glisten here and there. Again, this is a fussy cut piece from one of the pages in the kit that I have stuck down onto some music paper. I've just popped a date there, and that's a little mini tag from the kit that I've tucked in there. And again, I've just popped, this is the other half of that pockets made from window envelope. So I've just popped a journal card in there. And some of these journal cards are black, but obviously if you used a gold pen, you could still journal on them. This little tab here has got another little clock dangling on there, just as a little charm, just for decoration. It's not doing anything. And again, there's a tuck spot there. That's a piece of ephemera from the kit. So I just popped in this journal card because this lady won a gold medal in the Olympics. So I thought that was apt for this journal. So that's the end of the first signature. There's 4 signatures in this book. I don't know if I said how many pages there were. There are 208 pages in the journal altogether, 52 in each signature. This page I've just added a little bit of trim on there just to give it a bit more texture. This is another one of, no it's not, I'm lying. This is another one of those photograph album pages that I printed. Again, another pocket made from an envelope, and there's just a tag in there. This was another stamped and embossed piece that I've cut out and stuck on as a tuck spot. And this is a piece of ephemera from the kit that I've just tucked in there. So as I always say, if you have any suggestions for naming this journal, please do pop them in the comments section below, and I will pop a poll in my group to see which name we should go with if we have more than one suggestion. All we've had so far is Goldie. So this was one of those pages where I did the hidden pocket, you know, so that when you just glance at the page, it's not obvious there's a pocket there. And I have just tucked in there the journal card with that image on. Obviously it's a tiny bit smaller, just to again follow through with the theme of it being disguised, and I can't get it back in. And there's nothing on there to pull it out, obviously, because I want it to be disguised. Another little pocket with a journal card on some music paper. This is another piece that I've fussy cut from one of the journal pages in the kit, and then just layered it up with some music paper, popped it onto that pocket, which again is made from a window envelope. So that's got a journal card in, and then here I've just popped on one of those little pieces as a belly band and tucked in one of the mini tags from the kit. I think that looks really cute. On this page we've got some crochet trim, and I've just added a little lock charm there, a little padlock charm. And then here we've got another pocket from the kit with just a couple of bits and pieces tucked in there. That's the end of the second signature. That's another photograph album page. Again, this is just black card. I've popped a journal card in there, and then this is a piece of ephemera from the kit. I've just tucked in another piece of ephemera from the kit, one of the little tickety label things, and this is a page that was misprinted, or it might have been the one that I had my ink explosion all over. I just fussy cut that out to add a little bit of trim to the pocket, but it is part of the kit. Then this page is again another one where I've got the disguised pockets. So that is what the journal page looks like if you just left it alone. And then I've made a couple of pockets that are sort of semi-invisible and tucked in some ephemera from the kit and another tea card. This is another pocket made from a window envelope, and I've just popped a stamp on there. That is a genuine Belgian stamp. I just added a little bit of gold around the edge. And then on this side I've just done the same thing again, popped one of those pieces on as a tuck spot and tucked in the mini tag from the kit. And then this is again fussy cut from the kit. I've just layered onto some netting just to add a bit of texture and interest. Now I have to point out throughout this journal there are the odd page here and there where there is ink splashed on the page, which was when I had my ink explosion. And I didn't want to reprint all the pages again, so some of them have a little bit of, shall we call it, extra interest. So this page is one where I've added some pen, but again I don't think the camera is picking that up. I'm really happy with the way this journal has come out, so I've loved working on it. A couple more of the flat back gems there, and the other half of that pocket, envelope pocket. Again, I've just stuck on one of the pieces of ephemera from the kit as a tuck spot and tucked in a couple of the little labels in there. And then on this side I've made a pocket and just popped a journal card in there, and there is a journal card inside as well. This is the other half of that page. Again, there's just ephemera from the kit and another tea card. This is a piece of ephemera from the kit I've stuck on as a belly band and popped a journal card in. This is another photograph album page, and that's the end of the third signature. Again, this has got pen on the candles and a little bit of ink here. So on this page, this was some leftover gold card. I had cut out some gold numbers for something, I can't remember what, and this was what was left over, and I thought it looked really interesting. And then when I was pulling all of my gold and black bits out to work on this kit, I thought, oh, I'm sure I could do something with that. I thought I can't stick it down as a proper pocket really, because things will catch as they go in and out. So I stuck down the whole thing and thought the numbers can act as little tuck spots. So there's lots of places here where you can tuck things in. So that's what that is. And on the tab here, we've just got a little key charm. I missed a page there. just tea-dyed paper. This is another envelope pocket. I've done exactly the same here. Stuck on a piece of ephemera as a tuck spot and tucked in a little label, and then here I've stuck that on as a tuck spot and tucked one of the mini tags up there, and again there's a journal card in the pocket. This is a piece of ephemera from the kit, and I've just added some trim down the side and stuck it on as a pocket with a couple of journal cards in there, one a giant tag and a journal card in there. This is ephemera from the kit, again I'm using it as a tuck spot. Another photograph album page. This page does have a few of those ink splashes on it, so I have to point that out. But, I mean, some people splash their pages deliberately, don't they? So I think it's okay. And if you don't like it, you could always stick something over it, couldn't you? Again, this is an envelope from the kit, or a pocket from the kit, with a couple of little tags just tucked in there. This is just a die cut. No, it's not. It's a punch that I've punched out of gold paper and just stuck on. This was, again, a window envelope that I've made into pockets. I've just stuck some butterflies on to coordinate with the journal card in the pocket. And on this side, this is a piece of ephemera from the kit that, rather than make into an envelope, I've left as journaling space. I've stuck it down as a pocket with that card in there, and then you can journal here, secret journaling space, fold it back up and tuck it in there. It's a little hidey hole. This page has just a little gold feather charm on the edge, just as decoration. Still got bits and pieces everywhere on here. And then we're back to the back cover. So again, this is a journal card that I've taken from the kit and stuck it down as a pocket. I've just added the word timeless on some trim that's been used throughout the journal, and then just added a tag, a journal card and a postcard in the back there. Added a bit of trim under there, and that's the journal complete. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think she should be called. If you have any comments or questions, please do pop them below. And if you've liked what you've seen, please do consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up. That always helps the algorithm to get my videos shown. And as I'm working hard now to try and get back into the rhythm of creating and posting, it would be lovely to have a little bit of help and support from you, if you don't mind, to help me on my way to get found in the YouTube algorithm. So again, please do leave any suggestions for names in the comments section below, and if you want to take part in the vote of what we should name the journal, come over and join the Facebook group. Again, all the details are in the description box below. Thanks for joining me. I hope you like the journal as much as I do. Take care, and I will be back with you all again very soon. But in the meantime, enjoy your own crafty time. Bye-bye.